Hey guys, it's Miss Ketchum. Today I am going to talk to you about area and perimeter. Before I review that with you, I just wanted to let you look at some words that could possibly mean solve for perimeter or solve for area. So when we think about perimeter, the word rim or finding the edges, if I'm putting trim up somewhere, if I'm putting a fence up, a border, around, outside, or total length. Those are some words that you may see in a problem that could tell you to find perimeter. Looking at area, if you see the word total space, or if you're laying tiles or carpet, if you're painting something, if you're covering something, the size of a wall, the face of an object, those words all mean find area. Remember, when you're finding area, your units will always be square. So you can see that units squared or square units. All right. So let's look at area first. When we're finding area, we always want to write our formulas down. Our formulas are found on our reference chart. There you go. This reference chart will be linked in the assessment, on the assignments part of the Google Docs. It has perimeter, area, and volume. So we want to first write down our formula that we're going to be using. I went ahead and wrote down both formulas, length times width for rectangle and side times side for square. We use side times side for square because on a square all of our sides are the same. On area, you will be multiplying. So if I had a square that had a side length of, let's say, 5, and I said, what is the area? I would first write down my formula. Since I am working with the square, I'm going to put down S times S. Then I call it plugging in. I'm going to take my side length and plug it in for that side. I know this side is 5. Since it is a square, all my sides are equal. So this side will be 5 as well. 5 times 5 is 25. And I must remember to label my units. When I'm finding area, my units are squared. Okay. Let's do a rectangle. Alright, so if I wanted to find what is the area again, I would see that this shape is a rectangle. Looking at my formula chart, I know the formula for area of a rectangle is A equals length times width. Looking at my shape, my length is 7. So I'm plugging in 7 for my L. My width is 2, so I'm plugging in 2 for my width. 7 times 2 is 14, and I must label my units. It could also be written as 14 square units. Okay, pretty straightforward. I think the biggest mistake when finding area and perimeter is not writing the formula down. This formula, I always describe it as kind of like your map. It's your road map for how to find the answer. It's like a cheat sheet almost. If you use these formulas, you will know exactly what to multiply. Let's look at perimeter. When we find perimeter, we are taking all of our sides and adding them together. So these two formulas are written on your formula chart. For a square, we have P equals 4S. Well, what does that mean exactly? On a square, we know all my sides are the same, so I would take and multiply. Let me show you an example real fast. It'd probably be easier to show you than just tell you. So if my length for a square was 2, and I was asked to find the perimeter. I'll say, okay, well I know the formula for perimeter of a square is 4S. So I could take my 4 and plug in my side length of 2. I know a variable next to a number means multiply. 4 times 2 is 8. 4S is also equal to side plus side plus side plus side. I know multiplication is just repeated addition. To show you that it's the same, just for the square, I'm going to show you this. So I'm going to write my formula. I know if this side length is 2, they are all 2 because all my sides on a square are the same. They're equal. Those formulas are the same. If this 4S confuses you, just write S plus S plus S plus S. If there are 4 sides, you are adding 4 sides up. On a triangle, there are 3 sides, so you're adding 3 sides up. On a pentagon, there's 5 sides, so you're adding up 5 sides. An octagon has 8 sides, so you'll be adding up 8 sides. However many sides the shape is how many sides you are adding up. Okay. The formula for rectangle is 2L plus 2W. All that means is I have 2 lengths and I have 2 widths. So this is also the same thing as length plus width plus length plus width. So if I said, what is perimeter? I would first write down my formula for a rectangle. I'm going to show you both of these as well. So I know that my length is 5. Remember, a number next to a variable means to multiply. I know my width is 3, so I'm plugging that in for my width. I'm sorry if it's shaky. Okay, I'm also going to do the other formula just so you can see it's the same exact thing. My length was 5, my width is 3, my length is 5, my width is 3. These two formulas are the same. If I drew this funny shape down here, have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 sides. So I'll be finding the perimeter of an octagon. An octagon has 8 sides, so I'm adding up, 8 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8 S's for 8 sides. Just plugging in each of these side links for each of these S's. I'm checking them off as I go so I know that I've written down each side length. Okay, add them up. Doing a long order of operations problem right now. Have more than one operation. Gonna run out of room. So my perimeter for that octagon was 29. And it would just be 29 units. Please, please, please make sure you are using your formulas or your cheat sheet or your roadmap, whatever you want to call them, for your problems. If you're finding a perimeter problem, write down a perimeter formula. If you're finding area, write down an area formula. I miss you guys so much. Can't wait to see you again. If you have any questions, please reach out to me. Bye-bye.